See you, TMG.
Well, yeah, enough of that.
Great, and let's talk about this stupid Jake Paul.
Is he a threat? That's what you're asking me. Define threat. What do you mean by threat?
Is he making boxing a joke? Is he the lucrative cash cow of boxing now?
I was reading something. You know that I've heard of that comedian that sometimes goes talks with Joe Rogan called Scholes.
No.
You probably seen him.
Mm-hmm.
I've come across a lot of his clips on YouTube these days. I think it's flagrant clips. He has a podcast with Charlemagne and someone else. It's another one with some Asian guy. But he was saying that Jake Paul's the biggest opposition in boxing, meaning you can't get paid more to fight anyone else than Jake Paul or make more money. And when he said that, it resonated with me because it makes sense. I mean, you're saying even Canelo, he wants to make career paydays. Right now, obviously, Mayweather aside, it's essentially with Jake Paul. It's just with the pay-per-view gate, the numbers will do. Yeah, and I seem to believe that at this point in time. I mean, Canelo, who could he else see fight? I mean, even for Golovkin, I don't know if he'll do the numbers.
I've seen it 3 times. And
Plant.
It's 1-1.
In my opinion, yeah. Watch on this. It's anywhere from 1-1 to 1 and a draw for Golovkin, but you know the way it goes. But yeah, Jake Paul is one of the cash cows. It's either him or Canelo and AJ.
Like Jake Paul today announced that he's done with the boxing thing. So
What do you mean he's done?
it's over. It's over.
When he said that?
Today.
We said that he's retiring again.
I don't know. I just saw it undisputed.
He's done.
He's over it.
I didn't see that. I saw him saying that he doesn't want to fight Woodley. Like,
Oh, he doesn't want to fight Woodley again.
yeah, because Woodley's want to get tired. Not that he's done. I remember he pretended to retire, but he came back within a week or a few days. Said he doesn't want to fight Woodley because apparently Woodley's not getting a tattoo. You know, there's a lot of bravado and pride in that, so that's why Woodley didn't get that tattoo because he had to get a tattoo.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He had to get a tattoo saying "I love Jake Paul." This is his banner. I mean, Jake Paul's he's a troll. I mean, in society, it pays to be a troll, I guess. I mean, they've penetrated the market, taken an opportunity.
Him and Logan.
And they're doing their thing, so shout out to
This
them.
could have been all over if KSI's brother just beat up Jake. And he was the better boxer in that fight. Yeah.
I mean, he's eventually going to get his comeuppance, but you know, the show must go on. And I find it funny.
Floyd. No, there's a lot of people to blame. The guy we should really blame is Nate Robertson. Went to sleep in the ring. Didn't take boxing seriously. Didn't take the craft seriously. And when you go in there, you can get seriously hurt if you don't take boxing seriously.
I mean, in boxing, it's not a street fight.
Yeah, you got to actually take this. It's an art.
It's a sweet science. It's not a street fight. And if you got someone that's training like a professional, and you because you're an athlete, that I don't know how many fights you've been in, but you think, oh, I'm an athlete, I want to beat him up. Jesus Christ, you can get clips, and that's what happened to Nathaniel Robertson.
And now he can't be seen on TV. I ain't seen him, man.
Because I want to see his bounce back when he finally comes back on socials. He's gone under the radar.
Him and the baby are basically way enough.
I mean, boy. But yeah, Jake Paul, he's bringing more eyeballs to boxing. Hopefully some of those guys, they can still be there.
He's been in a lucrative crowd, the YouTube crowd.
Yeah, hopefully they can.
Got a big following.
Hopefully they can stick around and watch our actual professional fights.
It's because there's not a lot of not personalities, that the promoters now are bigger than some of the boxers, I would say.
Yeah, the promoters they control a lot of the boxers way too much. I mean, way too
I
much.
see that Crawford versus Porter has been agreed, so. And that's very rare for PBC fighters to fight against one another.
BBC to fight against Al Heyman, not Al Heyman, against what's his name again?
It's not
ESPN.
Oh, they're not both PBC.
BBC is Sean Porter, top rank is Terence Crawford, and I forget his promoter's name, Bob Arum. It's rare that Bob Arum and Al Heyman do business, but
that's so stupid.
But it was mandated, and they went to purse bids, and that's what's happening. I mean, I don't know who won a purse bid. Actually, I haven't looked into it yet. But
are you not worried about Spencer's career?
That's a big thing as well. I mean, eye injury. Spencer's is he my favorite boxer right now? It fluctuates between him and AJ.
They're both.
But and Tank's also there as well, but he's a bit probably tip below. I still think Spence has the notch just above AJ still, especially the way AJ's not being able to fight.
Well, we don't even know if Spence can box again.
He'll be able to box again, I hope, but the eye injury, you don't play with it, so he's done the right thing. I mean, there's been talks underground saying that he was lucky back here, blah blah blah.
What would he duck back in?
apparently they said they saw his training videos and he was scared.
But Pacquiao, well, you guys was a very, very tough op.
I mean, yeah. So they're still saying that. I don't think that's the case. I don't think he has much to gain, but I won't say it's impossible. Because I remember, what's that guy's name, the bald guy? Bernard Hopkins, he was saying that it wouldn't shock him if he was, because, you know, it's not completely unforeseen or impossible that someone could pull up a fake injury. Well, even though I don't think that's the case, but, you know, it's not impossible. Ugas, you know, he boxed an excellent fight. I don't know how people say it was close. I had Ugas winning by at least 4 rounds. With Jake Paul's fight, I had him winning by at least 2-3 rounds. But Ugas, he cleanly out boxed Pacquiao, defended well. The jab was great. Overhand right to the head and body. I mean, took Pacquiao to task. So maybe Pacquiao was over the hill. Who knows? But I do think in Pacquiao's case, the fact he was a late replacement in Ugas.
You haven't prepared for that kind of fight.
Prepared for that fight. And one thing that people need to take into consideration, when you're someone like Pacquiao, that's one of the cash cows, a legend. People want to take you as a scout. They are some way preparing for you from years before. Like, they have notes because they watch your fights. Like, I doubt Pacquiao's watching Ugas' fights. And obviously, as an elite level operator, when you're watching someone's fights or watching someone play,
you're kind of downloading how to
work. Like, for example, when the defenders watching Messi, they're thinking, okay, cool.
I know how to.
I'm gonna try this and do this, try that. Messi not looking at a guy that plays in bottom of the Spanish league saying, "Oh, this defender, I'm gonna look at him how to do this." He doesn't care. You know what I mean? So that's why it works. So for Ugas, he was a late replacement, but for him it wasn't, because I'm assuming he probably had information already there to fall back on, notes to look like, oh yeah, this is what Pacquiao does, blah 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 blah. I can do this, and you know, have those tools and the physical gifts that the reach and the height advantage to minimise Pacquiao's chances of winning. Whereas Pacquiao, on the other hand, he's come in completely blind into it, and so that probably did lend into the way the fight ended. In saying that, Pacquiao may come back try to do a rematch, but I don't know if he has the legs, and you know, because ideally Pacquiao would want to go out with a bang fight Errol Spence or Simmons Crawford, earn a lot of money.
You die off. You die off if you face Simmons Crawford. I think. I think Crawford would give him a real working.
Terence Crawford would beat him, I believe, but I don't think he would. Well, if Pacquiao would turn up the way he did against Ugas, yeah, he would knock him out, but or definitely give him a serious punishment. But I don't think that would happen. I give Ugas as much credit as possible, but I do feel the fact that he was a late replacement did play a significant factor into it. You know what I mean? But then again, in saying that, Pacquiao, people try to tell me he's better than Mayweather and all that stuff, which is garbage.
You said this.
People were trying to say that.
I only believe you could beat Mayweather, but I've given up.
You thought you could?
I thought you could that day, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's over now.
You couldn't.
The conversation's done. It's not even a discussion about Pacquiao being better than Mayweather.
No, because people said if you beat Errol Spence, is the GOAT.
What? That has nothing to do with the GOAT. He has so many questionable losses.
I mean,
he lost to Jeff Horn.
That one he may have got robbed a bit, but fair enough. But for him with Pacquiao, my thing is when he loses, there's so many excuses. There's just so many.
Well,
like my legs, my shoulder.
When you cash,
that's what we said against Pacquiao. My shoulder.
When you
my shoulder. That's what we say. Like there's so many excuses.
Obviously, there's excuses.
There's so many excuses.
Everyone loses. AJ loses. Apparently, someone knock him out. When a great loses,
that's what maybe people in his team or camp are saying. These are excuses that Pacquiao was saying, and people let him. Pacquiao's a great guy, but people let him get away with it. Let that be Floyd Mayweather. You think people want to let him get away with talking excuses?
Pacquiao lost, no, but that's because of bravado. Pacquiao doesn't talk like with the bravado Mayweather. When you talk with a bravado, people want to see you lose.
Yeah, that's what Mayweather made a lot of his bank off. I mean, people wanted to see the boy lose, but he didn't. TBE
the best fight I've seen of the last 10 years is him against McGregor, because that was the best fight before a fight ever.
Of course, I mean they robbed the bank. Well, yeah, know what I mean, but I mean, yeah, I've also said this about Mayweather as well. I mean, people say all these things, they don't like him. I mean, if Mayweather had a character like Pacquiao, everyone would be calling him the GOAT.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that character. So
he doesn't. That's why people they don't give him the credit he deserves.
They don't want to give it to him.
But people are just too emotional. They can't detach the emotion.
Talking about an emotional guy. To finish off this pod, I know you want to talk about Mayweather, but I just want to talk about this guy before we leave. Mr. Ben Simmons.
Oh, that guy. Soft. Soft.
They told the Sixers he's holding out a training camp
I got scared, man.
to trade him. I don't know why. What's he scared of? Anyway, wherever he gets traded to.
Embarrassment. Not scared of looking at the rim. Doesn't want to work on his game. Doesn't want to do nothing. Like, he's just moving nuts. Absolutely nuts. I don't know what.
I'm done with Simmons, to be honest. I don't even care where he goes.
Stephen A is still out here saying that he's a jump shot away from being LeBron James.
All he does is do Instagram videos. Instagram has got the jump shot, maybe. Maybe he got a jump shot on Insta. Maybe he should take that to the game.
So Ben Simmons, I think I've said this before. But then again, it's mentality. That's why I say intangibles are the biggest thing. Because Ben Simmons and Giannis, body type, game is not too far apart.
He doesn't have the heart. Defensively, he's better than Giannis.
Arguably, yeah. But the heart, the intangibles, just, like, Giannis is not afraid of failure. Ben Simmons, I don't know what pride is. The guy's not even American, he's Australian. Like, Australian, I don't know where this pride come from. Like, those guys are usually tough, which is strange. Australians are usually tough as nails. But like, if you look, especially go through the Australian cricket boys team, the Aussies, those guys and the rugby team, them boys are tough.
They're tough.
Australia's a tough landscape
Even
to navigate.
Joe Ingles, tough out here.
Fam, Australia's a tough landscape to navigate. You have spiders and crocodiles and pterodactyls and
He's not tough though.
and snakes. You live in the wilderness.
Mentally, Simmons is weak.
I mean, it's wow. I mean, but yeah, he played with so much fear. He's not trying to dunk on Trey. Wow. Ben Simmons. Benjamin. So I'm gonna call him Ben. I'm gonna call him Benjamin.
Benjamin Simmons.
Benjamin Simmons.
Until Ben gets out of his own head, there's not much you can say, man. Like, you think he could command the Sixers? Not really. And the Sixers, they can't really ask for too much. Every week you hold him. Every week you hold him, his stock goes down. Like, I think like, you should have traded him a long time, because right now Simmons' stock is on the floor. Like, what would you really trade him for? I'm not trading picks for Simmons.
Trading for free first rounders.
Even Sacramento was saying we're not trading Fox for him. That would have been a good, like, Fox is kind of the kind of player that you might get from him. Now you're not getting him. Portland not even saying it. They said, McCollum, no way you're getting him.
Well, Sacramento don't want to do him straight up.
They don't want to do it straight up. They said that it's done. Like, what?
Simmons is in the bin because they know the Philadelphia are desperate.
They're desperate. They have to trade him. They literally have to trade him. Because at the end of the day, Simmons and Embiid, we know it doesn't work. And Simmons in himself, he already knows they try to trade me for Harden.
But yeah, for Simmons, what he needs to do is to go to a team that can be his team, have a big that's willing to shoot outside like Brook Lopez is.
Oh, what, Minnesota?
Maybe he could work with Cat Towns, yeah. And because Cat Towns, his personality type is way different from him.
Yeah, it's soft.
So hopefully the softs can work together. But hopefully, yeah, have that team like that and try and recreate the Giannis prototype. Just everyone out and try to do that.
He's got better handle than Giannis. He just doesn't have the heart. If you were to rank their actual skill set, you would say that Simmons has got more of a skill set than Giannis, but intangibles mentally, Giannis is just so much better than him.
Giannis works in his game.
And he works in his game, and he's an alpha. And Simmons, I don't really see as an alpha like that.
Yeah, I know what Simmons is. He doesn't give
He's not a leader at all.
I mean, yeah, he's not alpha. He's not going to take accountability of his own shortcomings. He doesn't want to work on his game. He wants to blame other people. I mean, that's what it seems like. I mean, Benjamin Simmons. Wow.
That's the state of events, because there's times when guys saying he's LeBron and this and that. I know there's some guys that we know never really rated Ben Simmons.
Yeah, shout out A's. He was there early.
From time. I thought the 76ers were basically a title team away, but we have it now. They're just not good enough. Anyways.
But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on all socials. That's the Instagram, the Twitter, Audibly, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TMG Boys.
We out.
Yeah. How long was that?
It's an hour.
That was too short.
Too short?
That was literally hour on the. It says 1 hour just now.
So
Like 1 hour on the dot.
We even started.